learn, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my cool. Only winning is exception on my cool. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that.
She don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. That I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier. J.J. Watt on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Intercepted by the
It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Caleb on Chason.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. To Johnson again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Kaiser. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
on 2nd and 12. Kaiser. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The Texan ball carrier.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother him, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
It's a gain of a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Kaiser. And he completes it to Westbrook.
Kaiser.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have a great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Recovered by the Jaguars.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
That's the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Kaiser. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
As a passer, we're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Fournette, a first down carry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
It was Brooks Reed.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's third and under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The sack there by J.J. Watt. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Jaguars' 42-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
It's a gain of
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On first down, Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
22-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Johnson again the ball carrier. Jared Wilson made the tackle. A gain of 9 yards.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Will Fuller. Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And it is up.
His kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
10. Jaguars 3.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 58 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Complete to Leonard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd and 10, Watson going deep here for Stills. And that's going going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Final play of the half. Kaiser escaping the pressure right. They'll fire one deep for one. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here comes Westbrook. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on second down. Kaiser. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down. And it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Kaiser now from the 50. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Again, it's Kaiser. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Going for it all. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Watson's pass.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing again is Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Westbrook now on the return. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
6-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A gain of 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on third down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson again. This is Johnson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second and 5 now. Watson flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, they sunk the defense in with a play fake, went over the top.
And I know from past experience, when offenses do that, a lot of times the defense guys are screaming at them, run the ball, run the ball. But the offense doesn't really care. They got 6 points.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A first down throw for Kaiser. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Back at the 13-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Kaiser. The open man is Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of 10.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They'll go with a big back Fournette, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson, and he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
The Houston ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Al Woods picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Houston, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.